You go out there one day with your cup of coffee and your horse is rolling around and you start freaking out and start calling your vet. Good morning, Cog Squad. Hope you're having the best day ever today. It is a just absolutely gorgeous day here on the farm in Alabama. I think they got down this morning when I woke up real early this morning. It was around 45, 46 degrees. It's warmed on up since the sun's come out, but very cool. You can see I got me a jacket on. Very cool this morning. This is quite unusual, should I say, for the month of May. That rhymed, didn't it? Sometimes I just shock myself. Anyways, back here in the back. Hadn't been back here in the last few videos. I wanted to give y'all an update on our Alabama potager garden, or our kitchen garden back here, and show you what's going on back here and how does it actually look. This will more likely be the first time that we'll actually grow some, I won't say some serious food, but some food back here, honestly. Really, now we did plant some stuff back here last year, but didn't do very well. But this year is a different story so far, because I know, being a gardener, all that can change at the drop of a hat. Now it can give you a little switcheroo, but right now it looks very promising, to say the least. You can see our tomatoes. This is the Dark Angel from Hoss Tools right here. This is the one that he wanted me to try out for him and test, and oh gosh, it looks great right now. It really does. Now it is a indeterminate tomato, which means it's gonna get big and viney and keep growing all year long and keep producing tomatoes, and it's probably gonna get on up in here. We may, well, we'll just see what happens. But right now this thing looks absolutely amazing. I haven't had any or little pest issue back here. And that's what those four are. Now we get over here and, oh gosh, we got a tomato. Look at there. I was not expecting that this morning. I sure wasn't. Now these are my better boys, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, my better boys. Now I did grab these from the local farm store, Jones Feed and Seed. And I've had some of y'all ask, you know, why did I buy tomato plants when I got a greenhouse? I can start my own seeds. Well, I already had 4 right there. I didn't need, but really, gosh, I really didn't need that. I really didn't need these, to be honest with you. Just for the family, that's going to produce probably enough tomatoes for all of us. But I wanted just, you know, 2 to 4 more tomatoes, and so I had intentions really to only get 2. And when I got there, I bought the 2 better boys, and then I wanted, well, I saw this right here, which is a Cherokee purple right here, and so I got it because I love Cherokee purples. And then I said, hey, I need a cherry, so I got a cherry tomato right here. Now I planted this one a lot later than these guys because my beds wasn't 100% ready at the time, so that's the reason that this one's so much smaller right now. But y'all, look at this. I need to probably cut this limb off. I don't want them touching the ground. I try to keep them. Oh, we got a tomato there too. We got Cherokee purple. Look at there. Well, me and you both are seeing something new over here. Oh, squash. For some reason, this one died on me. Honestly, I think it got too much water with all the rain we got, and it was so little. It was a little bit later than these to germinate, and it just didn't make it. But my other squash are doing well. I really only wanted to plant 2, so we worked out well. I do got more squash seeds. I could put another one in there and get a later crop, and I may do that. And over here are our cucumbers. You can see we got them coming up still. Some of them are a little later than others, but I think all of those germinated, to be honest with you. And I got to get a trellis in here pretty soon. Gonna plant some flowers here. Probably gonna plant some flowers there. If we got time, we may do that today. Plant some flowers here. And probably gonna plant some flowers over here with this thyme, which is doing okay. But look at this herb garden. This is our basil and our parsley and our chives, and it is absolutely beautiful. Now I've been keeping the basil pinched back a little bit because I'm trying to keep it from blooming right here. This is my, well, culinary basil right here. This is one we're gonna eat. We may make us some homemade pizza soon. And then of course our parsley and our chives, all's looking great. I think Brooke's gonna start freeze drying some of these guys too. Can't walk past my strawberries without getting me some right here. Man, they're so good. Oh, they're so good. Man, it's just, they keep coming, don't they? Wow, look at that big one. I mean, there were some big strawberries. There's some more down there I need to pick. They're so good. One more thing I want to check out is our African blue basil. And it is doing well, as you can see right here. Now it's about to start blooming on us. And I have pinched it back a couple of times because I want it to get full. I don't want it to stay real skinny. I want it to branch out, so every time I pinch it off, it's going to double on us there. And this one ain't far from blooming right there. You can see got some blooms fixing to start coming on these guys right here. But I wanted to give y'all a quick update back here. I haven't been back here in a few videos, and show y'all how it is doing back here. Now I do have one issue that I'm gonna have to fix, and it's in this second tomato bed right here, and it's right here. Now a lot of y'all may not know this, but these are not railroad timbers. These are untreated oak timbers right here, and that we did the method of burning them to preserve them. And I want to say that for me, this method did not work as well as I thought it would. You can see this one's completely rotten. It's completely crashed down, so I'm going to have to replace this. I knew they would eventually would rot, but I wasn't expecting them to rot kind of that fast. I mean, that one's just pure goo. Look at that. I got a lot of them that are getting close to this, or doing this on me. So I don't know, maybe it was the type of wood. Maybe it doesn't work as well with hardwoods as it does some other woods. I don't know, I really don't. I do know this, it took a lot of time to burn these. A lot of time, and a lot of gas or propane. It was a lot harder than you think, or a lot more time consuming than you think, I can tell you that. But yeah, that one is totally shot down there. I'm just gonna wait till the season's over with to replace it. I'm not gonna do it now. Good thing is, you can see that one's going too. And maybe just the bottom, well, it's not just the bottom ones. I can show you, I got another one. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. This is the top one right here, and you can see it's gone. Matter of fact, there's a wood-eating beetle right there. But yeah, it didn't work like I thought it would. I thought they would last a little bit longer than that. But anyways, I don't know what I'm going to replace them with. We'll figure all that out. They make, and that's maybe what I do, they make ties that look like this that are synthetic, that are a material that will not rot, but look just like ties or big timbers like this. And that may be the route we go right there. I'm not doing this again. I'm not getting untreated timbers and then burning them and depending on that, because it just didn't work like I thought it would. I gotta get this one. Is there any more that need to be picked today? That one can go another day. All right, I think we can let the rest of them go until tomorrow. I am going to spray my roses today But you can see it's still quite beautiful over here on our side garden, the Alabama parterre garden over here. Absolutely beautiful. So happy about the rain. I think I was able to get some type of fertilizer out on everything on the farm, including the little gem magnolia trees out front, all my perennials over here. Of course, I got the roses, I got the fruit orchard. Great last few days. Not great for recording or doing content or working outside. Well, great for the plants and the gardens, I must say. Absolutely. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yeah. All right, girl. Is this thing still working? Yeah, it's working. It's one of those days, Holly, where in the sunshine it's hot, but when you get in the shade, you want a sweatshirt or a jacket on, you know? Goodness. Oh, did I find a deal this week? Come on out, Pink. You wanna come out? No? Oh, Pink. I'll leave the door open if you want to go out, baby. Or did you eat all your food? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you need a little bit. I know how cats are, though. They do not like their bowl to be anywhere near empty. No, do you? You do not. It's got to be full. And drink all your water. All right, let me go get you some water. Did you sleep good? Did you sleep good, baby? Yeah. Oh, goodness, Miss Pink. All right, now I'm going to go get you some water. Here you go, Miss Pink. She may go on outside for the day. Right there. Let me show y'all what's going on with Esso right here. Got a little situation that has popped up. So, I noticed that I had something on the ground here. And I said, that doesn't look good. And I got to looking, and it's definitely coming from the transmission. So it's either the transmission pan that's leaking, or I got a housing seal back here. But from the looks of it, that pan looks really, really wet. See it? So I'm hoping that it's just a pan gasket and nothing else is what I'm hoping, but I hadn't got under there to look yet. But that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, but that's part of owning these old vehicles, you know. They gonna have stuff like this pop up from time to time. Good thing is they don't have a camera inside there and, you know, telling you can or can't drive your own car. I don't know, that's a little crazy. Or at least that's what they're saying is happening. I don't know. I know a buddy of mine sent me that, and because I used to be in the car business, said, "Hey, what you think about this?" And I was like, "Seriously?" He's like, "Yeah." So I'm glad I'm not in the car business anymore. Service manager or service and parts manager for 22 years, and yeah. Oh man, there'll be some angry customers. I do want to show y'all when I get the horses' food ready here, my deal of the century. Well, it wasn't a deal of the century. Pretty great deal though. I meant to tell you guys about these bottles the other day, in case some of y'all didn't know about them. I use spray bottles a lot here on the farm, a lot. You know, fly spray, conditioner. I even have one that has soap and water in it so I can find leaks on tires. I got them where, you know, I spray my clippers with a 10-to-1 water to bleach ratio. I spray plants. I use them all the time. And so I recently found these versus, oh gosh. this style, you see the difference right there? Now they hold the same amount, right? But if you ever dealt with these, you know, they're real top heavy. They fall over all the time. They'll start leaking because of that. They're great bottles in themselves. I like the Zip bottle. They last a long time. They don't break down. You don't go to use them and they don't squirt anymore, start leaking real bad on you. So I like them because they're more industrial, professional style bottle. But I bought a funnel, a little funnel that I use to get whatever I want in these bottles because it's so little. And they're top heavy. If your liquid gets down to 15 fluid ounces or more, it's gonna fall over. No matter what, it's gonna fall over. And it can start leaking out the top here, whatever. It hit like this and knock your little nut right there a little loose and start leaking right there. Until I found this, and this one was at a Tractor Supply. You can see the difference. So they made it shorter and squattier and chunkier. It's kind of like a little fire hydrant. You see that? So they're not top heavy. It's a big difference. You can feel it. It is not top heavy. And so they don't fall over. And y'all check this out. It's got a wide mouth. You don't have to have a funnel for these. And I was like, man, I love these. So our Tractor Supply had two. I bought those two. That was several months ago, and they haven't gotten any back in yet. Well, I needed some more of these. And so I looked online, and I found them Amazon. It said they were used, but in great condition. I thought, that doesn't sound right. But what they'll do is they can't say they're new because of box damage. So somebody bought these, the box was damaged and they sent them back. So they can't technically sell them as new, but they're brand new. I bought a case of 8. A case of 8 for the price I could buy 2 at the store. If you use these squirt bottles a lot and then you get frustrated with them or whatever, look at this style. And I'm not no Zip sponsor. I don't care if this said Jiminy Crickets on it, okay? I'm just letting you know, because I like to pass on great information when I learn it, that this style bottle is a million times better than this style bottle if you use these all the time. And I use these all the time. What's going on, buddy? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, we got Derek coming this week. But Derek's coming to look at y'all's feet this week. Think y'all gonna be fine. Come on, let's go. Come on, Mags. Come on, Maggie. Come on, Maggie. Uh-oh, got some left in there. Hang on, let me get it off. Hang on. I felt it in. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Derek's coming to look at everybody's feet. I know they need some trimming a little bit there. I talked to Derek about putting conditioner on their feet. I did it one time. I put some conditioner on their feet one time. But then I got a little nervous because I don't want them to get soft. They can get soft. But I talked to him yesterday at the Flying Peach Barbecue. That's his restaurant. And I asked him about the whole conditioner thing. And he said, when it's rain like this, do not do it. He said, but when it's dry like it has been, he said, you can do it, but don't do it every day. So I think it may be a thing where I'll just do it weekly, maybe one time a week if it's, you know, super dry like it has been. But I told y'all we got, oh gosh, I know we got over 4 inches of rain so far this month or the last week. And they're talking about another 1.5 inches, 2 inches later on this week. So, whew, I know our pastures and everything's loving it. You can tell, look at how green it's gotten. I mean, it looks a million times better than it did. Right, Willie? So I can see Willie's got a little chipping going on his right there. But it is time for you to have them done, isn't it, buddy? Yep. Usually you're going to have it done, depending on your horse and what they eat and what kind of nutrition they get and all that kind of good stuff. But on average, I would say 6 weeks on average. Some may be a little sooner, some may be a little later. But for us, I'm seeing somewhere around that 6 week mark is when we got to have our horse hooves trimmed right there. Well, I need to brush you, you know it? I do. Let me grab that brush real quick. You mind? I didn't think you did. This won't take but just a second, brother. Yeah, this is not gonna take but just a second. I'm gonna try to get it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Willie's about lost all his winter coat. He's working on it, aren't you? You are working on it. You in pocket. Yeah, you in pocket. I can see all that hair right there. That's his old winter coat right there. Yep. All right, it looks like that's all that's gonna come out today. Yes, sir. Willie's got one of them manes that could go either way. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out which way his mane goes. I mean, some days it flips this way or flips both ways, and you can usually tell most horses, their mane goes one way. But Willie's is... Yours can go either way, can't it, buddy? I usually try to brush his to this side. To me, that's where it typically goes. Yeah, I know. You want to eat, go ahead. There you go, buddy. There you go, sir. I rode Miss Maggie some yesterday. She did well, getting better, or both of us are getting a lot more used to each other. I'm getting used to riding a horse again. Not sore at all today. I'm going to see if I got time, try to ride her today, because we do got some of that rain coming in, and see how it goes. I am going to order me another set of reins, y'all. The reins that came with her head stall, I felt really short to me, and I felt like that I couldn't keep my arms. I like to have my arms kind of like this. When I have my arms like this, I feel like I was pulling on her too much. So I had a set that was mine, and I thought they were longer. They weren't. They were the exact same size. I kind of like those better in my hands than the ones that that they gave us with her head stall or headset. And well, I just think I'm gonna get me some longer ones. I talked to Derek when we ate lunch yesterday, like I said, and he told me to get some 7-foot leather reins, and so I think that's what I'm going to do. I just feel like I'm just pulling too much, and I don't want to. I want her to be relaxed. I don't want to give any pressure on her whatsoever. So I'll probably order those this week and get those in here. I went by the feed store, and I didn't see any like I wanted. But I may check another feed store though and see if they may have them. But yesterday we rode on the back side of the property, and after we did that, we rode there a pretty good little bit. I rode all the way over there to where Brooks turkey field and deer field is, and me and her just rode around that field, just circled around it several times. I really would like to have me a round pen, but I quite honestly don't know exactly where I would put it. Where do you think we ought to put it, girl? I don't know either. Just something to think about. If I had a round pen, I could just, ride her in that round pen some, and, me and her just work a little bit in that round pen instead of having to go off somewhere and do it. But anyways, I don't know, just something for us to think about later on, right? Yeah, sure is. While I'm brushing out manes, let's go and get Miss Reska here too. Come on, girl. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Well, y'all, I got the barn good and clean yesterday. It's not 100% organized, but definitely got it clean yesterday. Looks way better, I can tell you that. Pete, you in here, girl? No, Pete's gone. Oh, Peachy's gone. Tell y'all what, oh, Peaches has been, since the weather's a little cool, she has been out and about, y'all. There's Miss Pocket. Good morning, Pocket. Where's your partner in crime? I don't even see her. She escaped. She escaped. Where in the world is that pig? Oh, there she is. Look at that. I mean, y'all, she has been doing some traveling. Yeah. I wonder if she's keeping up how many steps she's got. She might be getting ready for that summer body, you know? Catching a little sun, doing a little walking, getting a little slim, getting ready for that bikini. So that's what's going on, Pocket? You can see Pocket's really starting to lose that winter coat. You can see that's their summer coat right there. See how shiny and pretty it is right there. We still got a little bit on her side, but all that is summer coat right there. So she's getting ready for her summer body too. Y'all, look at this now. Look at this. Oh, me. Oh, my goodness. I don't even have any words. I don't have nothing funny or nothing to say. It's just looking at it in itself is good enough right there. Peaches is scratching out here. Those two, they're pretty awesome. They really are. Let's go see what's shaking over here in the farmyard over here. Well, there's big man on campus right there, Big Moo Daddy. And there's, I thought that was Tater Bug. You know, those two are getting really hard to tell the difference of between Little Man and Tater. Of course, there's Matilda right there. Of course, there's Mildred and Tater right there. You know old Tater. I don't know if she ever stops eating. How you doing, Big Daddy? How you doing? All right, we're on highway to heaven up there. Get some of these buckets out of here. Yeah. What's going on, little man? I definitely can't reach that one without going inside. See if I can grab this one. Oh, goodness. Almost, y'all. Oh, come on, a little bit further. Maybe I can do it under here. No, I can't reach it that way. Well, shoot. Oh, I'm right there. Oh. Oh, oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Man, I'm right there at it. Oh. Got it. Oh. We got it now. I know I can't grab that one. You gonna lay down, buddy. I ain't gonna mess with you. I don't want to mess y'all up. No, I don't want to mess y'all sleep up. But you can see, Bodie's pretty much fly free. There may be one or two on him. And again, we're not going to get rid of all the flies now. We're not going to eradicate all the flies on our farm, but I'll take that right there any day, and I know he will too. devil went down to Georgia. Y'all, this always makes me nervous. You as an animal owner, this always makes you nervous right here. I mean, I just saw her ear move. You got to know your animals. See, she's okay. You got to know your animals. Oh gosh. She's just sunning. She's enjoying the sun. It's cool outside. She's enjoying the sun. Take our cows, for example. All of our cows will lay just like this, like you see Matilda or Moo Man over there, except Mildred. She will lay flat out like you saw Bootsy right there, and it will make you a nervous wreck. I know she does it. She's the only cow we got that does that, but it will scare you. It will scare you. But I tell you what will scare you too is the horses. I've always been told, and you've probably been told the same thing, is that horses sleep standing up. And they do sleep standing up. They do. But they will sleep laying down as well. And mostly like the cows do over there. You'll see them lay down like that. And sometimes you'll see them laid all the way down. When they're getting their deep sleep, they will lay completely down. But when you see them rolling, that's when you as a horse owner, especially a new one, and not necessarily a new horse owner, you see your horse rolling around, it does make your horse senses start activating, right, buddy? But here's the one key or easy thing to look for when you see a horse rolling around is when it stops and stands up. And this goes for donkeys too, and I'm sure mules are the same way. When they stop, okay, and they stand up, do they shake off? If they shake off, they're just dust bathing. And that's it. Because horses, donkeys, I've never owned a mule, but I'm assuming they will. Hey, Aunt Jessie, we're talking about you, ain't we, baby? Yeah. Horses, donkeys, and since a mule is a donkey and a horse cross, I'm sure they do it as well. So it's very common for them to do that. And sometimes you're not out there with your horses 24/7, so sometimes you just don't see it. You know, and you go out there one day with your cup of coffee and your horse is rolling around and you start freaking out and start calling your vet. Just see if they stand up. And if they stand up, do they shake off? If you see them shake off, you know then they're just dust bathing for the most part. And that's just what I've been taught. Now, if they stand up and they don't shake off and just stand there, chances are they're probably colic. It's probably something going on with their gut there and they're hurting and they're trying to relieve that pain by rolling. Then it's probably when you want to call your vet and tell them what's going on. So that is something to always look for when you see your horses or donkeys rolling around. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're in trouble. Right, buddy? That's right. But I will tell you this, every time I see mine roll around, I will stop and make sure they stand up and shake off. Every time. I'm not going to ignore it. So we had Dr. D check fecals on the animals, and we did it in stages. So the goats needed to be dewormed a couple of weeks ago, and me and Brooke did that. And we collected Honey and Jesse's fecal, and it's time for them to have a little dewormer. And so me and Brooke are going to do that here in just a second. Mama is on her way. Yeah. Tell you what, I may brush y'all while Mama's on the way. You may do that? Let's see if I can brush y'all. Let's see, y'all. Who wants to be brushed first? You want it, Jesse? Ooh, it's coming out now. It hadn't been coming out, y'all, in the past few days, or a few weeks we've been trying it. But we're getting some hair this time. I'm gonna get you, honey. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I can't do but one at a time, though, babe. Oh, this is really coming out today. Sure is. This is really coming out, Jessie. Honey wants to help. You want to help Jessie get her winter coat out? Let me get you. Now yours ain't coming out. Well, a little bit. Honey's is already starting to come out more than Jessie's, I think. There, it's coming out some. Good. Oh man, they're such sweeties. You got a lot coming out back here. Yeah. And also, since their feces did show that they had some parasites, and we're going to deworm them today, that will also help with their coat too. Sometimes parasites can prolong that long hair. And that is one thing that we like to do here on our farm, is that we do like to take fecal samples when we can, instead of a schedule deworming. And the reason why we do that is because they may not need it. And over time, you can build up a resistance, or the parasites can build up a resistance to what you're doing on your farm. And we rotate too. We don't use the same one over and over again. We rotate them out depending on the season, especially with the equine, because certain times of the year, some parasites are more common than other times. So that's the dewormer that you would want to use.
So we'll do that one for Jessie?
Yeah.
And then we'll do what's left out of that one for me, and then this one for them.
Okay.
Oh, sweet girl. Doing.
She did it like a champ. Honey's the one that made it like a donkey. You gonna give her the big one first, in case she acts up.
Let's see if I can. You be right. Got it.
Really? She wants more of it. Good deal.
Good thing you want more.
Yeah, we gotta give you one more. That
Oh,
grass
baby thing. You didn't swallow that. Good girl.
down the hatch. Good deal. All right. All right. Girls are so good. We're gonna give them some treats. Look what I got, y'all. Look what I got, y'all. Yeah, you look way better. Look at that. My gracious, girl. We put some medicine on her legs. You don't like these? Are you serious? You don't like them? Oh, I just didn't have my hand up there long enough. Sorry. Now. Right there. Now. Ooh. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. All fancy. Yeah. All fancy. I know y'all keep spreading the word about the Farmer Jason Hair Salon, and I'm gonna keep growing, ain't I? Yeah. Sure am. Oh goodness. All right, you two. Y'all come on out. Oh goodness. There nobody's in there eating anything. No. There's no food involved. None. Zero. And y'all look at her. Don't she look good too? Look at there. I don't see any dry skin. None. Yeah. No dry skin on you. Some dust. A little dusty, but no dry skin. Mm-mm. Not at all. And your hair's so soft and shiny. Oh, Loretta. Goodness, girl. Goodness. If y'all missed Brooke's video, y'all know that she's brought her little ducklings out. Look at here. Well, some of them went inside when I came over here. They're using that little shelter for shade, but they are definitely out and about. Got them a nice little area over here. Yeah. Yeah, y'all do. Speaking of sleeping, laying down. Look at this thing. Oh, Ernest is snoozing. Nope, I'm awake. I'm awake. I wasn't asleep. I wasn't asleep. I saw you. Taking your little nap. That's alright. Yeah, you probably been running around, acting silly. You deserve a little nap. Holly, you done for the day? You done, you done for the day, girl? I do want to remind y'all, because I mentioned it in the last video, May the 2nd, which was Saturday, was the latest drop on our website. We got a lot of things back in stock, and we got a lot of new stuff over there. You can see I got my new, this is the new trucker hat that's out. It's denim. I've been wanting a good denim hat. I like this a lot. Plus, I've been wore all mine out. So me and Jacqueline got together and came up with this one. Also, backed by popular demand because of you guys, we finally found a supplier. But the Cog Hill Farm straw hats are back, along with another garden hat that we have if you don't like the straw hats. Plus, the Dirt and Work garden book, my own gardening book that took over a year to write and make, is back in stock. What's some other stuff that's back in stock that's been sold out? The dish soap sets are back in stock, and cast iron seasonings back in stock. All that is back in stock, but we got a new kids book that's out, and we got some summer stuff, early summer stuff that's out. We got some watermelon lotion, goat milk lotion. We got a new watermelon goat milk soap, among a lot of other things, some shirts and aprons and whatnot. So if that's something that interests you, go check it out. In the meantime, y'all look at this thing. We appreciate y'all so much. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Catch you guys on the next one. We love y'all. I was gonna tell you to tell them, Holly. Y'all be good.